I love a full room for these events. Right? A full room is a testament to the strength of our graduate programs and everyone's desire to be here. So let me start by saying welcome and figuring out how to shut off that music in the background. What are we doing there? Is it coming from here? Yeah, it's coming from here. There we go. If not better, at least less distracting. Welcome, everyone. My name is Andrew Sidman. I am a professor of political science here, but more importantly for this evening, I'm the Dean of Academic Programs. It is my privilege to welcome you to John Jay College of Criminal Justice, and for at least some of you, to welcome you back. Before I begin, I want to thank not only our speakers this evening, whom you will meet very shortly, but I also want to thank a few people who are here. So Alyssa Hollywood, who is running out the door right now, and her colleague Kayla Bassnight, who run our student transition teams, who are responsible for really all of the manpower and the setting up of the reception, the checking you in, and all of the wonderful work that they do to help welcome new students to John Jay College. You will also see them again on that wonderful day when you earn your hood and you are leaving John Jay College with your master's degree. Orientations are universal for freshmen. I'm sure all of you went through an orientation when you started your bachelor degree program. They're common for transfer students. We do several of them here. They're not so common for students when they enter graduate school. Right? To be sure, when I started my PhD program, there was no college-wide orientation. We had a program-specific one. And you will have a program-specific orientation when we're done with the main program here this evening. But there's a reason why we put together this evening, and it's to remind you that there's a larger community that's here to support you on your journey. First and foremost, I want you to look around the room. And I mean it, look around. Look at this wonderful group of people that you are engaging in your studies with. You are all beginning this journey as graduate students together. You will begin in your program. The program will become your home. Your fellow students in your cohort will be the people that you relate most closely to. You will come to know your faculty, the staff of your program, and most certainly your program director. But know that from this moment on, you are part of a larger college community. You are part of the John Jay College community, a community with a mission for supporting what we call fierce advocates for justice. And what you will do here is you will learn in your graduate program how that community finds meaning in the things that you learn and the things that you will do when you graduate. First, a little bit about my office. My office, Academic Programs, is responsible for the quality of the courses that you take, the programs that you are enrolled in, for recommending schedules, right, and for policies governing the many aspects of academic life. For those of you taking online courses, right, or those of you in online programs, I know we have a few, my office handles support for students who use Brightspace, which is our learning management system. It's my office that will approve the theses that many of you will write, and I am the dean who gets to preside over that hooding ceremony that I mentioned a few moments ago. And this evening you'll hear from some wonderful people at this college that will tell you about all of the supports that you are all entitled to as members of this college community. Regardless of your program of study, there are some hallmark characteristics of all of the master's degrees that we offer here. Those are advanced knowledge of theory and its applications, a deeper understanding of an area of study, and development of advanced skills applicable to your postgraduate path. And it's this aspect, that deeper study, that I'd like to focus on for a moment, so bear with me. I am the Dean of Academic Programs. Graduate school forces you to develop a deeper understanding and at the same time introduces you to a greater breadth of context, a wider range of ideas, opinions, arguments, and data. And it's in this exposure that's so vital for how we think about and address matters of justice. Higher education has been defending its relevance for many years. Even today, only 14% of people in the United States have earned a master's degree or higher. Think about that for a moment. 14%, a mere small fraction of this population, has engaged with and completed graduate study. It's a shame that so few of the population of this country are able to or have the desire to continue their education in these ways. Right? But I applaud you not only for making the choice to continue your education, but for making what I believe is the wise choice to continue your education here at John Jay. The value of deeper study and wider exposure is a greater acceptance of the values that make society function. We have become a body politic that is governed by our identities and emotional reactions to people and events. We have become a society that stymies debate, and a society whose elites have lost the will and perhaps the ability to argue respectfully and to try to convince others of the merits of their arguments and their positions. We've become a society where even the very notion of what is fact is disputed. We seem as a society to have given up. We prefer to insulate ourselves from the other, and we're comfortable in the solace of the like-minded. Graduate education is a magical thing that changes all of that. What I see in this auditorium, and what I see in our classrooms, and what I see in our college is a community that desires better. A better society where people value communication, where people can see truth through clouds of misinformation, and people who see the humanity in one another. This evening, I see people eager to make a more just society, and we will gladly give you the tools to do just that. At John Jay, we have a motto: we educate fierce advocates for justice, and I very much look forward to watching you live that motto. So once again, welcome. And it is now my honor to introduce you to our Chief Academic Officer, our Provost, Allison Pease, also a Professor of English, who will share a few words with you. Please welcome her now.
Welcome to John Jay. I am almost as excited as the dean. I am really excited to welcome you here, and again, also welcome you back. Actually, how many of you got your undergraduate degree at John Jay? Yeah, wow, okay, yeah, welcome back. Or congratulations for choosing to continue on. So for those of you who are not native to the John Jay way, as Dean Sidman said, we do educate fierce advocates for justice. One of the things that makes our graduate program so special, and the reason why I'm so excited for you, is that we have nationally renowned and internationally renowned scholars here who are researchers in their fields as well as practitioners. John Jay's programs are both theoretical and practical, and I think that does distinguish them from many. And we are here to help you advance your careers and get placed into the careers of your choice. Will the Career Learning Lab be presented here today? All right, then I'm not going to tell you to click into Handshake. It's one of my lines. Okay, in which case, I want to, note how special it is to be in this particular mix with our scholars and practitioners. And then beyond that, I want to affirm exactly what Dean Sidman has said so well, right? You are joining a really special collective, and you may not see yourselves as a collective, but we see you as our graduate students and as a very, elite group here who are going to make us proud in the things that you go on to do. I want to congratulate you for making this decision and wish you all kinds of luck. Hopefully you won't need it because we are going to be here to support you every step of the way. Welcome, and I'll turn it back over to the dean.
Thank you, Provost Pease. I'd now like to invite up Dominic Stellini, who's our Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students.
Good evening. Welcome, Bloodhounds. We are very happy that you are here, and yes, you are all now part of the Bloodhound family. My role in your experience here is to make sure that you're getting the out-of-classroom supports that you need. Yes, I know many of you have families that you're going to try and balance this work with. Many of you are working, but please also understand that there are out-of-classroom experiences and out-of-program experiences that are here for you. And if you have any questions or concerns about any of that, you can contact my office very easily, Dean of Students at jjay.cuny.edu, and one of my team members will get back to you within 24 hours. If you can't figure out how to get what you need out of this place, let us know. we'll figure it out and we'll fix it for the next folks. But we have lots and lots of resources for you. If you just go onto the website and just search for student life, a lot of things will come up. And everything is here for you as a graduate student. It's not just for undergraduates. That includes clubs. That includes all of our events. They are here for you. I know you're like, I'm too old for that. I get that. I get that. I was very old when I finished my degree, finally, my graduate degree. But sometimes those other events can be really powerful, and the networking is fantastic. So please do take advantage of that. And remember, this is your school, and we're happy that you're here.
As graduate students, you will find one of the most useful places in this entire college will be the library. So I'd like to invite up now Professor Kathleen Collins, who's a professor in the Lloyd Seeley Library. She's a scholar of media and popular culture. If you have a chance to read any of her books, you will enjoy them. She's also our graduate studies librarian. So, Professor Collins.
Thank you, Dean Sidman. Welcome, everyone. I'm here on behalf of my other library colleagues to welcome you. And my main takeaway is that you need to understand that the library is absolutely central to your education. This was true when you were undergrads, but it's even more true now. So you may think, I've got Google, who needs the library? Or you might think, I'm like Dean Cellini said, I'm too old for that. You need us, and we want to help you. We want to be part of this journey with you. So even if you can, and you absolutely will be able to do a lot of your research using the library website and online resources, we would really love it if you would come and visit with us. And if you're an online student and can't do that frequently, engage with us online. We have email reference and chat reference, lots of ways to work with us. There are just a few features of the library that I want to make sure you know about that are really especially useful for graduate students. One is we exist. We are here virtually and physically. And if you're not a John Jay undergraduate alum, you may not know where the library physically is. You're very close to it right now. It's on this ground floor. If you were to walk towards the 10th Avenue Heron Hall building, the entrance is right there. It's a 2-story operation. You walk in the main floor, and then we have up on the 2nd floor is where you will find a reference librarian. 1 or 2 of us are always sitting at the desk whenever the library is open, and we are there waiting for you to come and ask us questions. And we really, really love working with people on their projects, especially all the interesting fields that you're all about to engage in. The library serves as a place for you to study. We have quiet areas and we have extra quiet areas, and we have group study rooms that you can sign up for, that you can work with 2 or more people on a group project. We have about 4 or 5 of them in the library. We have obviously books, physical books. We have thousands and thousands of electronic books, databases where you'll find your journal articles, and all of these things you can find on the library website. You're arriving in the week that our brand new website is also arriving. And if you are an undergrad alum and you go there, you'll notice it looks a little bit different, and we hope that it's much improved, simpler to navigate around. But make your way there as soon as you can. Go to the library website and hopefully find a lot of answers to your questions. But if not, that's what we're here for. We love answering questions. It's why we got into this profession. So anything you need help with, please don't hesitate to ask us. A couple of things that are going to be really useful to you probably as graduate students are the interlibrary loan service. So if you need a book or an article or something that you can't get in our library, you can request it from, you don't even need to know where it's coming from. You just request it. We could be getting it from anywhere in the world. There's also, if you're already a CUNY student, you know about the inter-CUNY library system where you can be borrowing books and other items from other CUNY libraries. And you can visit other CUNY libraries and use them and take advantage of them. If they have a database that we don't subscribe to, you can go into that building and use that database. So it's a big, it's bigger than it appears, just the 2 stories that we have here physically. We can work with you individually if you have an intensive research project that you think might benefit from more ongoing or one-on-one help. We can set up a research consultation with you. But always try the reference desk or the virtual reference service first, because sometimes we're not too busy and we could talk to you for quite a while getting you started on your research. You can always come back and ask us for follow-up questions. Like Dean Sidman mentioned, the theses, your department deals with the theses. We work together on that because one of the things that you will do if you write a thesis is drop it into the institutional repository. It's an electronic submission and it becomes part of the pool of scholarship that goes out into the world. And it's something you should take advantage of and be proud of, that your work will be part of the scholarly conversation. So that's part of how we work with the Graduate Studies Department too. I could go on and on and on talking about and doing demonstrations, but I'm not even gonna go there because I'll get carried away. Just know, remember, we exist and we're central to your education and we are here to help you. So anything that you think, if you think, I'm not even sure if this is a library question, we'll let you know. And we'll send you to the right place if we think there's another department that can help you better. So I wish you all the best of luck and I look forward to meeting you in person or online soon.
So many of you work, at least some of you work in the field or in the career where you want to stay. But you are here earning a master's degree, which tells me that you want to advance in that career, which is why it is such a pleasure to invite up Catherine Crawford, who is the Associate Director of our Career Learning Lab. We'll tell you about the many services that the Career Learning Lab offers to all of our students, including graduate students, so that they can build a good resume, work on cover letters, and all the stuff that I'll let Catherine talk about now. So thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to do a quick PowerPoint so we can figure this out. All right, so hello everyone, welcome. Again, my name is Kathy Crawford. I'm the Associate Director for Experiential Learning in the Career Learning Lab. And like everyone has been saying, yes, we are here to support you regardless of where you're at in your career. Some of you already work in the field that you want to go into, but it expands. Some of you are trying to figure out going to graduate school in order to figure out the career trajectory you want. So wherever you're at in your career journey, we are here to support you in that. And so for us, we are a small but mighty team and a growing team to really support all students, undergrad, graduate, alumni, to really support in this journey of yours. So this is us, a lovely team. We're actually located on this floor in the new building in L72, so we are open for you to come in and drop in and utilize our services. And what we really offer is our mission is to educate John Jay students and alumni to achieve your career goals, right? To achieve career success regardless of what it is. And so we do plenty of work and plenty of services to support you, whether it's application process if you're applying for new things, so resume, cover letter, your elevator pitch, learning about how to network, right, or practicing and developing networking skills. We also do a lot of, if you're looking for a new job or different experiences, we support you in searching for that. We are also, we do a lot of exploration for a lot of folks too, which is if that's where you're at in your career as well, in your journey as well. But we also work a lot with employers. So we really are growing our employer engagement. We're bringing employers onto campus in different ways, and I'll talk about that in a little. But we really want to engage employers and students to engage employers in different ways to learn more about the different career paths and learn and be part of the recruitment, right? So they're really looking for John Jay students. They see the caliber of John Jay students when they come to us, so they really want to really meet you, right? Really meet you, talk to you, and recruit you, right? And we do a lot of different things, get you ready for interview prep, mock interviews, things like that. So regardless of what you need, we are here to support in your career journey. And then majorly, these are the tools, our new tools that we are utilizing and we want you to utilize because they're brand new and they're really fantastic tools. The Provost Pease was talking about Handshake, and it's one of our new tools. This is where every student has an account, so if you can't get on now, the first day of classes, you will have access to all of this. But this is where all jobs and internships are held, right? So this is the database for them. So if you're looking for any kind of, and it's nationwide, which is really great. So you can look across the nation to see what is available, if it's something that you're interested in like moving or thinking about. But there's a ton, there's over, I think I looked today, there's over like 6,000 jobs posted, right? So there's a ton of opportunities available on Handshake. Also, Handshake is really great for events. So this is where we post our events. This is where employers and post events, if they're having info sessions, if they're having, some do interview prep, some do resume review, right? So this is where you can go to find any kind of event connected to, if you want to learn about a new career, if you want to learn about a new field, this is where you can go and search. The other one we have is VMock. VMock is a really great new tool that we have as well. It uses AI to support with resume, cover letter, and interview skills. So it really helps you upload the first step in really tailoring your resume to the jobs and internships or any experiences that you're looking for. And it's really helpful because it's really cool. You get to upload your resume. You can put in the job description, and it helps tailor your resume. So it's a really great use of AI to really support and give you suggestions. It doesn't do it for you. It gives you and guide you in suggesting things that you should be looking at in your resume and cover letter. So this is a great, fantastic tool and open to everyone to use. EAB Navigate is another tool that we use. This is where we make appointments. So as career counselors and career advisors, we are here to support you in one-on-one counseling, whatever you want to talk about in your career. So you can make appointments on EAB Navigate, or you can do drop-ins. So we do regular drop-ins during the school year. We're going to have regular daily drop-ins that you can just stop in for a 30-minute appointment and see a career counselor, whatever you're looking to do. And then the last is Focus 2. This is really if for our career assessment, if you're searching and exploring different careers, or you want to explore different careers, or see where your interests and your values and your skills lie. This is another tool that we have in the office that is open for everyone to use. And then just lastly, the events that are coming up. So we regularly have what we call CareerCon. And so CareerCon, this year we're trying something new where we're doing it in industry-based. So we're doing smaller kind of 2-day career cons where we have not only the traditional kind of tabling where employers come on campus, they're recruiting, they're looking for talent, right, whether it's jobs or internships, and they're tabling throughout the day, but we're also having panels. We're also doing like speed networking and speed resume. So if you need support with your resume or you're like practicing your networking, that's going to be available too. And it's broken down into these different industries. So in the fall, our first industry-based career con is the legal and law and legal professions, which is in October 15th and 16th. And then we're having one later in November, which is based on technology and marketing. And what's really great is it's not just employers that are going to be on campus. We're also bringing in like graduate schools tied to these careers, so tied to these industries. So it's like a holistic kind of viewing and exploration of these different industries. And in the spring, we're doing finance and consulting in February, healthcare, community, and social services in February, and then education in March. And so these are really great to be on campus, to meet recruiters, to meet different employers that are looking to hire our students, right? And then lastly, a couple of different events we're having. We're having a career prep rally. So this is to really support students in getting ready for those fairs. So it's about working on your resume and utilizing VMOC, practicing your elevator pitch, because that is the tell me about yourself whenever you meet someone, and that's really important to have your elevator pitch ready wherever you are, right? You never know who you're gonna run into, you never know who you're gonna be stopped by, so it's really important to have that tell me about yourself elevator pitch ready. And then talking about practicing networking, and we're hoping to have a professional attire fashion show, which we're really excited about. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we're doing case competitions. So this is an opportunity to practice getting a real world problem or real world issue from an employer, like what are employers actually dealing with, and coming up with solutions, right? And so this is a really opportunity to practice those different skills of teamwork, of communication, of critical thinking. And so we're really hoping to kind of lay these out in the fall to really support students in really developing those skills, because right now skills are the most important thing when you're looking for a job, right, with skill-based experiences. So. And so again, we're located on this floor. You can contact us. We're really great, so please come see us. And we're really here to support you in whatever wherever you are in your career journey. So thank you.
So I hope what you've heard this evening so far has impressed upon you that once you leave here, and whether you're taking one class or four, you're going to get into that graduate program, right? You're going to forget a lot of what we've said here this evening, but please don't. Remember that, right, you are students of a college, right? Your program will be, first and foremost the most important thing in your academic life. But remember that there is a community that is supporting you, a community where you will find engagement, a community where you will find intellectual stimulation. Among all of the services that you heard about over the last half hour, keep your eyes open for the many events, right, that we hold on this campus. Research talks, right, events where there are discussions. We are a college that has a wonderful tradition of having a monthly town hall, which is a forum where anyone, any member of our community can come and raise issues. Show up to that. Listen to what other people in this community care about. Bring up things that you care about. Come to the things that matter to this place because you matter to this place, right? This place wouldn't exist if not for the students who feel that this is the place where they want to further their education. And with that, we have a little bit of time, so I usually like to open it up for questions if you have them. I know a lot of you are probably itching to get to those program-specific orientations, but I'm happy to take any questions, any at all, about anything. Give a little more background on myself. I'm here 18 years. I have had many roles here. I have worn many hats. I can tell you a lot about how the sausage is made at this place. Ask away, anything. Probably the last time you'll get this opportunity to ask me questions like this. Yes?
Where's your office if we don't have any questions?
So my office is located on the 5th floor of what we call Harron Hall. So if you walk back down the hall this way, past our 9/11 memorial, you'll see an elevator bank. That's Harron Hall, right? It's on the way to the library, by the way. So if you're looking for that, up to the 5th floor, and you'll find the Office of Academic Programs. I am there. I'm also going to hang around here for those of you that want a card, so you have my email address and all that. You can reach out to me there. Any other questions? Yes, in the back.
Do we get enlisted for undergrad students or no?
I'm sorry, do we get what for?
Enlisted. Does that only apply for undergrads or does it also apply
Oh,
for graduates?
yeah. unfortunately, there is no graduate dean's list. Part of the rationale for that, right? So, when you're a graduate student, there's no dean's list. There's no Latin honors when you graduate. Part of that is you are graduate students and you are expected to maintain a level of excellence. It's unfortunate because that's probably the only reason why graduate students would see my signature on anything, would be on the dean's list. But in practicality, really, probably all of you would be on the dean's list because you are here because you are great students. So, yes.
If we find employment or we have employment now that might sometimes interfere with evening classes, is there a lot of flexibility, or is that going to be like a professor to professor thing?
It's a professor to professor thing. It's something. I mean, if you know it could be an issue now, speak to your graduate director about it. And if there's specific advising staff in your program, talk to them about it. Right. Certainly, thinking through planning your schedule, right, moving forward, right, would be the best way to address those situations. Right. And certainly, things always come up with jobs. Right. That's always true. But at least if your program director is aware of it, then they're in the best position to help you with it. All right. Yes. At one point I would have told you could search John Jay's website for that map, and maps would come up. That may still be the case. Our new website is, at least in that respect, maybe a little more difficult to navigate. I will see what I could do about making a more public map of this place. I'll be honest with you. Again, I'm here 18 years. This building has existed for about 11 or 12 of those. And if you tell me what classroom I'm in, I still need to look at the signs to find the classroom. But once I go to that first class, muscle memory kicks in. I will walk there. But if you ask me how to get there, I couldn't tell you how to get there. Right, but you get the hang of it after a while. Other questions? Yeah.
Are there like financial assistant programs for like commuter students, like for the trains and like subways and stuff like that?
So not in terms of the commute, and largely that's also because this is really a commuter campus. I mean, there is some limited dorm space for students, but I mean, it's a student body of about 13,000 students, and maybe we have dorms for about 200 or so. So not that kind of assistance, but I will say, generally speaking, Dean Stellini spoke, right? He's the dean of students. Part of student affairs is the wellness center, and by wellness, we're not just talking about kind of health, right? There is for students who, if you find yourself in need of kind of emergency financial assistance, that is available at John Jay. One of the things that I'm most proud that we offer is a food bank. Again, thankfully, right, not a lot of students need that service, but it is a service that we provide. So, if there are issues that you're having outside of the classroom, this is a place where you can bring some of that and get some assistance. And I encourage everyone to avail themselves of it. Yeah.
So my question is, because I know that I have a hard time with math, statistics. I take that class like so many times. But I finally got a B. But
Congrats.
I'm worried about that because there's no tutoring for statistics in grad school. So what I do?
So we don't. So you're right in the fact that our services, at least in the respect of tutoring, tend to be very geared towards the undergraduate population. We do, however, have a math science resource center, and one of the courses that they support is the statistics course. And it's for undergrad, but I'd say check in there and see. Oh, you have. Let's talk.
I live there.
Let's talk separately then, because that's one of the things that I could do something about. So yeah, absolutely. It is right. It is a larger issue than just a single student. Lots of you, right? All of you will have to engage in research. Nearly all of you will have to do some quantitative stuff in that research, and many of you will feel at times less than confident about doing that, regardless of what program you're in. Providing better services in that regard is important, and I will see that we do. All right. Other questions?
Good afternoon. When will we be provided more information on our program-specific orientation?
Within about 3 minutes. I have the list of rooms right here, and in about, depending on how many questions are left, you all will go to your assigned room and hear all about your programs from your director and program staff. Are there other questions? That's it. Yeah? Oh, yeah, please.
This one's a little bit more specific.
Sure.
But I was wondering, regarding, which office or department I should reach out to best for this, for the TIL Advocacy Fellowship?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but take my card, email me, and I will find out for you. All right. Anything else? Yeah.
What's the best way to find a club, specifically the philosophy club, if there is one?
I'm pretty sure there is. I'm almost positive, right? There is. So check in with Student Affairs. So Student Affairs is right down the hall. They can give you all of the information about, all of the kind of co-curricular and extracurricular stuff that happens here. If you're particularly interested in philosophy, go visit the philosophy department. The chair of the philosophy department, Dr. Michael Brownstein, is an amazing person. He loves chatting with students, especially students who are interested in philosophy. But yeah, definitely check in with Student Affairs first. Anything else? All right. I'm also going to confess I am just a bit envious of all of you right now. You are beginning a stage of your life that is totally ripe with possibility. Just the number of things that you can do here will blow you away. And as grad students, right, you're going to tend to think, oh, that stuff's not for me, right? That's for undergrads, right? Like right? I'm too old to do that stuff. No, you're not. Take advantage of everything that is offered here. You are here for a limited time. Use every moment of that to your advantage. You will be all the better for it. And once again, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I will now send you off with your programs. First, the lucky group, Forensic Psychology, Forensic Mental Health Counseling. Usually a very big group. You don't have to go anywhere. You stay right here. I said you're the lucky group. You don't have to go anywhere. Where are my criminal justice students? Wherever you are. Dr. Valerie West is your graduate director. She will escort you to room L76 on this floor, so you're also lucky. You don't have to go too far.